another Metal Monday with my friend Brett. How you
My
doing?
esteemed colleague.
Yeah, my esteemed colleague, my expert panel to the left of me. Brett, tell
if
us.
you're relying on me to be your expert
Yeah.
panel, then we're all in trouble.
Well, tell us everything you know, Brett.
I know it's President's Day.
Yep.
I know that I left the house today and my kids were playing NBA 2K on the Xbox, and my wife was sitting in our comfortable chair with the dog on her lap, and I had to go to work. So
I stayed up late, which I rarely do this, but I stayed up late with my youngest daughter. We used to stay up late and watch movies downstairs and just kind of until we fell asleep down there. And we did that last night, and we just watched some Marvel movies, you know.
So
and
this is going to be a heavy coffee day for you.
a lot of coffee. I'm usually in bed by 10. I was up a little later than that.
I like it.
But yeah, the kids are home, the wife's home, and are the markets open today?
Yeah, some are. Obviously the stock market's not. The domestic markets are. Everybody's pretty much closed, but things are trading. So it's I think there's a lot of people that are still working today. I mean, we work pretty much most holidays. We take off the majors, but we're not like a bank or some of these others that get off a bunch of holidays. We come out here and we just go get shit done.
So not much has changed really from last week. I mean, the PGMs are still looking real strong.
Yeah, they actually had a pretty decent week last week. I mean, Rhodium has put together a decent little run, pushing towards 18. Palladium is, and I don't know how much of it's Russia influence. The Russia-Ukraine issue. That's who knows, that could go either way. And platinum's has definitely been strong. It's at a run at 1100, which is awesome. Copper's still around that 450, 451 number. Aluminum's hanging in there. And obviously this time of year, or this time of month, we're more focused on what's going on the non-ferrous side because we're still waiting to see how the ferrous lands. But
so we got a few weeks for that.
I've been getting some feedback, like some places in the Midwest, some over there are actually bumping the price ahead of March, which is usually a good sign on the scrap end if it means they're trying to get ahead of a price increase, or they're not getting the volume, or that there's been certain geographical areas of the United States that have been getting hit with some crazy temperatures, some crazy weather.
Well, and the volume, I don't think we're seeing it as much as a problem here with the cars flowing in. But our friend Jake Bronstein brought up that over there, like a lot of the car recyclers, they're just having a hard time getting volume in there, and it's probably due to people can't get a new car.
They're holding on to stuff longer, right? People are, when the supply chain is screwed up, you hold on to your washer, your dryer longer, you hang on to stuff longer. Because you're afraid of your inability to replace it.
Yeah.
Cars are no different, and I think that that'll eventually flesh itself out. But for now, I mean, it's kind of a catch-22. So it definitely affects flows. I mean, the weather is probably one of the bigger determinants. I mean, the pricing's still fairly strong, so I don't see it as a pricing issue. And I feel like that's what's going to provide some momentum on the ferrous side is the volume, the flow of scrap. I talk to people all over, and it's not great. It's not knock your socks off. The material is just ripping in. It's 50, 60, 70%, it depends on what region.
It could be a combination of weather, transportation.
Oh, yeah. It's 100%.
It's just the scrap's not out there because people are holding on to it, like you just said. I mean, a combination of those three, not necessarily pricing. But that might be part of it. People feel like the price should be better. So
there definitely
part
should.
Of it,
I think there's some of that. I mean, there's some speculation going on by, the recycling. The scrap yards are going to, speculate. That's kind of in our nature a little bit. That's kind of what we do. But I still think it's a flow issue. It's a weather issue. So I think March is going to be good. Assuming this week doesn't blow up in our face. I feel like March is going to be a good month to sell some ferrous scrap. So,
well, in a couple of weeks, we'll know. We'll find out.
Well, no, hopefully by the end of next week, right? Mm-hmm. Next week splits the month. So, and then we'll see what we got. On another topic, we got some cool projects coming up that we've been talking about. Our NFT project, and I know that we're gonna start really hitting that hard. But it's just a badass way for us to network and get other people to do podcasts like this. It's our biggest kind of we've got some cool things coming, so stay tuned. We're gonna really dive into it later. But for now, let's all cross our fingers that Price of Iron comes up next month.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
All right. Have a great day.